Well, good morning. Join me this morning on the banks of the Old Nene in March. I've just come out for a few hours this morning to do something I don't normally do and I'm quite out of touch with, and that's actually to fish the whip. 4 metres to hand. The reason I want to come and fish the whip is I've just bought the Cadence CP200 tele take apart whip. It comes as standard, is 9 metres. This is the 7.5 metre bit, and there's an extension which goes on it as well. You can see it's nice and slim. The top 5 is actually telescopic. So what I've done is just slip the number 5 section off. Like I say, I'm just fishing 4 sections to hand. Comes with lovely fine carbon flick tip, as you can see there, which I've actually, how I've connected my rig, I've got a little bit of pole elastic there, and I've got a little bit of pole elastic sort of just on the end there. Just push that back over. And I've got it wrapped around the tip, as you can see there, so it doesn't pull off. And I've just got sort of a false loop connection method there, like would do for a crow's foot or a normal Dacron connector. Got 012 mainline. I'm just fishing a 0.6 Dino Chi float. Got a bulk there, 2 droppers, and I've got an 010 down to a size 18 PR33 hook, and that's as simple as that. Just fishing that to hand. The only bait I've got with me is pinkies, and I've got some ground bait. The ground bait is Bait Tech Pro Natural Dark and Pro Natural Bream, mixed 50-50. See there, 1 or 2 pinkies in. So I've just put in a couple of little balls on the line I'm going to be fishing. So without further ado, let's see if we can get 1 or 2 fish. Like I say, this is something I don't normally do. Got no feeder rods in sight. Just this. Like I say, I've just come out for a couple of hours. Got no keep net, just landing net. So very, very travelling light. Like I say, just for a few hours. I'll put a small ball of ground bait in there containing a few pinkies. We'll see how we go. It's the sort of time of the year where along here a lot of the time is bread fishing. So it might be a little bit wrong sort of using ground bait and pinky, but like I say, there's a nice little bit of colour in the water. Not a great deal, but nice little tinge, and it was 3.5 degrees last night in Ely. It was about 2.5 degrees when I got over here, and even though that was very, very cold yesterday, the sun's going to come out. It's just starting to come out now, over the top of the trees there, and hopefully might be 1 or 2 fish about. And there's a little perch. Nice little start. And a little perch. So I've only come out for a few hours, sort of probably only fished till about sort of 12 o'clock. Really wanted to come down and use the whip. Sort of had it a couple of weeks now, and I was itching to give it a go. I was going to fish behind, I think they call it Wigston Bridge, but there were some blokes turned up. Was going to have a little bit of a knock up there, so I didn't want to interfere. So the health centre and library is just up there, and I'm fishing. I think that's the bandstand behind me. So local anglers will know exactly where I am. Beautiful morning. Week or so before Christmas, sun's out. I expected to have some layers on today, and to be fair, if the sun comes out, I think I'm even going to have to take this hoodie off. Small roach. The whip itself is predominantly designed for fishing sort of long to hand on powerful waters like the Y and the 7. And if you've seen on some of the Cadence videos recently, Alan Barnes did one just recently where he's catching a lot of roach and dace, and he had a lovely net of fish fishing long to hand out in the flowing water. Perch. So normally along here, a lot of people, they get some big weights of roach this time of the year. After how the fishing's been just lately on the ooze, very hit and miss. Just want a little bit of a change, just to see if we can get just get a few bites and get a feel for how the whip is. All I'm doing is just flicking it out, just bringing it back a little tiny bit, sinking a little bit of the line. So I'll put 2 sort of balls out, sort of egg-sized, with some pinkies in. Sort of see how it goes. I might loose feed a few pinkies over the top. See how we go to start with. Straight away there's one or two fish there, so it's quite good. Roach. Lovely roach. Those are, when you think a lot of the weights sort of along here are over 20 pound of fish. Get some bigger roach, but that's a lot of those. If I was actually having a proper session, I would have probably brought the pole with me as well, and I would have set up a line up for fishing the hen to the other side of the boats there. Get the old net out. I've just gone out of shade further, straight away, had a couple of perch, just had beautiful roach. The bites had sort of eased off a little bit. Took the rig off the end and just lengthened the line a little bit. Just slipped the number 5 section on. Now fishing about half a metre, just past where I was catching before. I think it's probably because with the ground bait, the pinky, and just fishing the whip, I sort of just threw a couple of soft balls in. Whether that's just pushed them out, I don't know. But literally a few bites straight away. It's shallower there as well, so I think that's just starting to what would be the bottom of the shelf. The wind's perfect, a bit of a breeze is perfect just for holding the rig just back where you want it as well. Morning's going on, it's definitely getting colder, even though the sun's coming out. It's definitely colder. perch. Great fun on this whip, that's a dead cert. Shows how sort of versatile it is. Being able to fish 4, 5, you know, just slip the section off, gone out to 5. You can just imagine on the running water fishing 7.5 metres and just holding the rig back in the flow. Quite chilly now. It's colder now than what it was when I started. A lot colder. Well, we've just got to about to the end of my little short session now. I've caught plenty of roach and perch. I've had a couple of skimmers. Bumped a couple of fish off. But there's been a couple of boats come through straight over the line where I was catching on the whip, and I sort of slowed them down a little bit. So I roached to about 4 or 5 ounces. Same with the perch. It was really good to be able to come out and just do something a little bit different, really. I know one thing, it's cold. The whole fish are like blocks of ice, a bit like my hands now. But I've even caught some at a little bit of 3 metres as well. Had some perch and a couple of roach there. Sort of when it went off a little bit, like I say, they haven't been climbing up the line, and since them couple of boats come through not long ago, it's definitely sort of spread the fish out. It's probably pushed them out a little bit out towards the boat. Bite on it there straight away. But yeah, so if you're in the market for a long whip, then you definitely want to have a look at the Cadence one. So it's the Cadence CP200. If you have a look on www.cadencefishing.co.uk, the sort of list when it's how many's in stock as well. It's a nice little Christmas present for somebody. So all in all, it's been very, very enjoyable few hours. Just a bite there again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pack the old stuff away. Walk back across the old park there, back to car park, and head back into the warm. So, like I say, that does seem to have got a hell of a lot colder as it's got light. Nothing like it was yesterday. The levels dropped sort of several times as well. All in all, happy days. So I've been out on the bank. I hope you kept warm. There we go. And there's a nice little roach to finish the session on. There we go. Come here. Yeah. Lovely little roach. Look at that. Merry Christmas! Hey, even talks too. Catch you next time on the bank. Nearly had it down my neck. Catch you next time on the bank. Have a Merry Christmas. I'll see you soon. Oosh.